All right, everybody. So after this last decade of me just messing around with boxing, especially in the last 5 years, I'm finally going to have my debut amateur match. Except this bout is going to be kickboxing. Since I was a little baby, I was always obsessed with gloves. I got pictures of me in gloves and shit like that. Family was showing me the basics, the little fundamentals, 1, 2, 3, all of that. I eventually met my friend Michael in the 7th grade, and he eventually joined Drew McNair's gym. Drew McNair is boxing's greatest secret. Michael took my little brother Gabriel with him to the gym, and that's how my brother got the sound of the fundamentals as well. And ever since then, we've just been messing around, sparring. I ended up sparring his teammates or gym mates, whatever you want to call them, at Drew's gym. I wasn't over there at the gym, but they'd come over in my backyard, we spar and stuff like that. And then over the years, I just started learning little by little, and I decided last year, you know what? I'm gonna do some MMA, man. I'm gonna go join an MMA gym and just see how it goes. I eventually also learned that I gotta work on my kickboxing first before I get to the ground game and all that, because I really I have no idea what to do on the ground. Well, kind of do now. You know, a little triangle choke, maybe a little key lock on the side control, but yeah, I've actually been making music for the last probably more than 11 years. And with that came an unhealthy lifestyle of smoking and drinking a lot, just having the wrong priorities. The good thing is I was already like a year in with discipline, making sure I'm doing push-ups, sit-ups, and these workouts that I got from TKO, which is a kickboxing gym. I always held that with me, and doing the dumbbell workouts and everything else, it just kept me disciplined and a little bit on the healthier side, not fully, but it was there. And eventually I was just telling myself like, man, I want more. I actually want to be more disciplined. I want to be, I don't know what it was. It was just something telling me like, you need to go there and just try to be there for 6 months or up until they think that you're ready for a fight. And then I finally joined Oasis MMA, shout out Coach Connor. I joined there in November, and ever since then, a lot has changed in my life. I became more disciplined. I learned how to stick with a routine. I've always come up with all these routines that I just could not stick with. And for this one, it just made everything easier, even with my job and stuff, because like now I don't look at my job as something like, oh, I gotta go. I just look at it like, hey man, let's get this out the way, because then we got more things to do after work. And this is all keeping me occupied from just sitting down, doing nothing, smoking and drinking my life away, and overthinking about all the failures, all the things that I'm failing at or felt like I was failing at. And yeah, so this is mentally helping me out. It probably took me like 3-4 months because I had a good sound of fundamentals for boxing, and I started getting used to the kicks a little bit, and my coach felt like he could trust me with my first kickboxing bout. Now my bout will be in June 6th, 2026, that's the year. And yeah, we're 2 months out. I'm going to try to document as much as I can for you guys, because there's really not much I can do as far as documenting. I can't take my camera all the time to the gym. Maybe record a little bit sparring, but even then, I don't really want to record too much of that. I'll just see how it goes. Other than that, I am planning to make this channel about just my growth physically, and also teaching my little sister and my son how to, well, basically just the fundamentals of boxing and whatever I get to learn with kickboxing, just so you guys can see their growth and just how you can go about teaching your young ones things that are good for them, things that will help develop them for the better. Now I'm all over the place. I actually got to go to the gym here in like 5-10 minutes. I just really wanted to make this video because I kept messing up. It took me 1,000 takes, and you know what? I'm gonna just go with however I said it on here. I was gonna add more details about my journey with boxing and stuff like that, like who I was boxing with, sparring with, and then what year I started sparring with more advanced people, and what really, you know, all that stuff. It's cool. I could probably get to that later, but it's gonna get in the way of this. And yeah, I don't want to make it that much longer than it has to be before even getting into all the good juicy stuff, and then obviously the end of the video, which is me getting that shit down. Ooh. But much love, y'all. I hope you guys stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, man. It's gonna be beautiful.
Bro, let's take it a little bit slow. Let's get in the inside while he walks forward. Yeah, he walks forward a lot. Takes it nice and slow so he can pick his shots right when he's in the inside. I see it.
He's having a little bit of trouble getting loose.
Nice high kick too. Good fighter for sure.
Paul's got power.
He got power, but I don't know. In my opinion, he's throwing a little too. He's just very predictable. I'm not getting hit with that. I'm not getting hit with that.
Strike you through. I do. I know the power. I got in my hands. I can knock anybody out. I know that. At K4, we love knockouts.
I give away bonus at the end of the night for K-Man's Corner, so make sure you stick around. But we'd love to have you back on June 6th. You think we can get you back out here knocking
June
more
6th.
people out?
Of course, I'd love to be back on June 6th. Obviously, didn't sustain any injuries, so I'm ready to go.
All right, let's get up here, winner, David.
Great work by
He's a
David
cool guy, though, I can
Hall.
tell.
Man, can't wait to see him again.
Yeah, man.
Future
June
in this
6th.
sport for sure. He's got the power. He's got the composure.
He got them talking,
This kid can
too.
go anywhere he wants in this sport.
Oh yeah, and K-Man got him coming back.
So, yeah, watch this.
You gonna beat this nigga ass before. Try to get that hand up. Look the carry. Beat one.
So I was editing the video or this documentary, and I noticed like there's like so much that like I want to correct and like include inside this documentary, but it's like so hard to include everything in it because then I feel like I'm just squishing a lot of things, squishing in a whole bunch of pointless things inside the documentary that really has no point in being in the documentary. Like I did want to include that last year, like while I was working and shit, like around this time too, it was like summer's about to approach. I had a vision of me in the octagon, and it was weird though, cause I'm like, what the fuck? I'm in the octagon, but it wasn't an MMA match. I had like gloves on and shit, but I still wasn't sure if it was kickboxing or not. But there was like kicks and shit like in it. But it was against my homie Jason. And the funny thing is about this is like I feel like damn, like maybe it was a vision that I'm seeing, and like I manifested once I started taking action on, you know, training MMA. I had a vision of me pulling an upset because everybody, like, you know, they're used to him being very experienced. So like in the vision, like I won. But like it's funny because my opponent just so happens to be part of 3 Elements, and that's where my homie Jason trains at. So I'm like, what the hell? Like, so maybe the vision wasn't necessarily me sparring or fighting him, because that's my homie. I don't got no type of anything against him. Like, you know, I really see him doing good and shit. I was thinking maybe the reason why he was part of that vision is because, you know, he's a part of the gym or his gym, and I'm gonna pull an upset because, you know, he had a really good performance in his last fight. So they're gonna expect to see him knocking me around. But yeah, man, either way, win or lose, I'm really proud of myself for putting myself through more than 3 months of this, you know, training, and not ever pulling out, or even now, even though I go to work and I'm always blowing out black boogers and being tired, feeling back pains and shit like that. And sometimes I have my days, you know, where I can't do shit and I get my ass beat, and I just feel like, damn, is this what's gonna happen in the fight? Like, fuck, like maybe I should just pull out. But in reality, it's like, nah, I'm actually pretty good for my level, so I shouldn't be afraid of stepping in there and just giving it my all and put on a good performance and just, you know, prove it to myself and get the experience that I wanted. Because if I did pull out, I'd be fucking pissed, and that'd be something I really regret. And that's an opportunity that I could have, you know, just took 100% tenfold. And I like this experience because it's like, I can see like where the confidence is coming in, because I showed some people you know, the fight or my opponent's fight. And some people were like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" You know, and like, you know, like this guy got some power, and like, you know, like, and like usually like I'll agree with people just to make them feel comfortable. But with this one, it was like more like I already know my way through it. So it's like, nah, like, cause he's not really gonna hit me with this, and you know, I can already see like how it's gonna go and like what I can do, you know, to defend myself and to counter. You know, they kind of like bit the bullet just a little tiny bit, cause you know, obviously they want to support me, and they're like, shit, like shit, man, I actually believe in you, you know? It's just like, you know, it just sounds crazy to me because, you know, some crazy shit, which I understand on their point, on their perspective. But like, it's crazy to me that like, this is the first time like, I'm usually not like siding with them because it's like, it really has to do with me. It really has to do with my technique and my heart, you know, and like my ability and what I can do and what I know I can do, you know, and like I know I can pull this off, I can pull a win off, and if not, I know I can give him a really good challenge, like just challenge in general. I could give him a really good fight and a run for his money, and I'm gonna put on a good show for people, and they're gonna be really excited seeing us do our thing, seeing the technique that I put in there, and yeah, it's gonna be awesome, man. I'm really excited. But yeah, I'm putting in some good work. I went out to Spire in Ohio to go train with Connor's buddy, Cody. He fucking tore my leg up. I gotta learn how to really check effectively, man, because that shit was fucking bad. I don't want that to happen in the fight. But regardless of that, I stood my ground. I kept trying to keep going. He took a light on me afterwards, which is something that I kind of was like, fuck, I wish that ain't ever happened. I wanted to prove myself that nothing like that was gonna happen where I was gonna like be that hurt. But hey, it's all part of the process, you know? If I don't feel that right now, I'm gonna feel that in the fight. So it's good that I'm feeling it now, because then when I feel it in the fight, I already know how to work my way through it, or even just avoid it in general, you know? We gonna get this shit.
Damn, man, so I went to TKO. Don't mind the mess in the back. I was trying to clean. But, yeah, so I went to TKO Erie for my home, to get some work in with my homie Caprice and everybody else. And while sparring, bro, because I got tired from all the bag work and pad work, and as soon as I got to sparring, bro, I took like the wrong step back on my rear foot, and then like all I heard was a snap. It was like, and I was just like, oh fuck, and I fell. I was still able to like move, or like, you know, you see me still moving it around and stuff like that, just to see that it's not broken and shit, you know. But obviously it's not broken. It probably would have been worse. I walked all the way home after that. It's been a little bit better now though, but you can definitely see the swelling. I'm using my left leg as a reference because you see how like little that bone is right here. Then when we come back to this motherfucker, when I put it up you can't tell, but when I let it down like that, yeah, you can tell that motherfucker is swollen. I'm just hoping, praying to God that it's not gonna fuck up my gas tank, you know, because if I can't do nothing these next like 4 days, or at least for the next week, I'm just hoping my gas tank doesn't deteriorate. Most of all, I just hope that this doesn't mean I can't fucking fight next month. I've never put in this type of work in anything in my life other than music maybe, but physically nothing ever. And technically I've been preparing for this shit for like years, like doing all the little TKO workouts, and you know, I've just realized that I've been preparing myself low key, and I'm just, you know, turning it up that notch that I'd have to as a actual training fighter. Now I definitely see what people mean, you know, when something happens and shit after a long ass time of training and shit and they can't fight. It's like, damn. Because I'm really looking forward to this. It's a really good matchup. I feel like it's going to be great. We're going to be good, though. I feel like I'll be straight for the fight. Just the fact that I'm still, like, being like, hey, man, this shit better heal. You know? At first, I was like, man, fuck this shit, you know? But then I woke up like, nah, fuck that. Like, I'm not about to quit just because my leg's fucked up. Hopefully I ain't fucking tear nothing or actually broke something. Lucky don't even want to get an x-ray because I just got done paying off this fucking emergency room bill from last year. Yeah, I ain't trying to be in debt again.
All right, y'all, so we're officially 2 weeks from fight night, and I'm excited, man. I've been putting some really good work. Connor did a really good job putting me and Aaron through some good conditioning and opening our lungs up. Work had me a little bit worried for a second because I work at a recycling center, so I'm always inhaling dust and working with garbage and, you know, blowing black boogers out my nose. And last week on Friday, it was just horrible, or, you know, a couple of days ago, because that's what last week was. Today's Sunday, by the way. And I was feeling like woozy, lightheaded, and short of breath. I tried to go for a run on Thursday and I was like breathing like, which is why I was worried. But I did my research and it said it's because, you know, I was doing a lot of conditioning and really pushing myself. So by the time Thursday came, I was already doing a lot, and I tried to go for a run after everything. And that's why that happened during my run, which proved to be valid because on Friday we had some sparring and I did amazing. Like, I was barely getting tired. For real, I wasn't getting tired at all. After every round, I was like feeling really refreshed by the time we got to the next round. I got some good sparring with our new coach, Lance. He's a crew in Muay Thai, a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He used to be a pro MMA fighter as well. I got some good sparring with Connor as well. My main coach, he actually sustained an injury in April. I think it was in his left hand, so he had to fight me in southpaw and had like a mitt in his left hand, which is dope. But he was still getting me some good work, man. Don't let that fool you. And yeah, man, I was doing amazing. Really, my only problem lately was just, getting outside of the pocket, like, just only going in there when I need to and then getting out of there. And, that's something I fixed, which I showed on Friday. And my coaches let me know, that ain't really much else that they could really bring up. But I was doing a better job at doing that, so that's good. And yeah, man, so now these 2 weeks is just, light work, just making sure I'm staying conditioned, eating good, so I can make weight. 145. I'm sweaty right now. I just came back from my 3-mile run. I did it in a 8-minute pace. I was pushing the pace and always trying to do it my fastest for these 3 miles the last month or two. But I kind of want to slow it down now, not really push myself, so that way I could be, 100% when I come in for fight night. Yeah, that's why I'm sweaty right now. I just came back from that. Yeah, man, I'm just excited. I kind of did wish I did a little bit more for this documentary. I kind of wanted to do more sparring footage and stuff like that. I forgot my I was going to record it on Friday, but I forgot my camera. I brought my mics and everything. Just didn't bring the camera. I don't know how. I kind of want to bring my camera with me. I'm going to get a hotel out there in Buffalo. I want to bring the camera with me to, just record everything over there. And, my thoughts leading up to the fight. But I do want my brother to record it since they'll be on ringside or cage side, wherever the fuck. They're gonna get a VIP table. But if they do not catch those VIP tables in time, I might take the camera with me. I'm not sure if my family's gonna be willing to get there like a couple hours before the event even starts so I can meet up with them and give them my camera and stuff like that. But we'll see how it goes. However it goes is how it goes. It's okay. I just felt like this whole documentary could have been more interactive instead of just me in front of the camera in my backyard speaking to y'all about my thoughts. Hell yeah, man. Right now I'm just worried about my weight. I had this like messed up scale. I just now realized it was messed up. I've been scaling myself on it this whole time. On Friday, I weighed myself on my scale and it said I was 148, and this is when I thought it was accurate. And then yesterday I did the same thing and it said I was 154. I was like, what the hell? How did I gain that much weight? Then I placed it elsewhere and it said 158, and I was like, yeah, something's not right. I grabbed this kettlebell that's 5 pounds and it said 9.5, so I was like, damn, so if anything, I'm probably under 145, which is good. But, we never know, so I got a new scales coming in tomorrow morning. I even got myself this little respirators for my nose, a little filters, so when I'm at work, I'm not feeling like woozy again and stuff like that, and barely got black boogers, and so I don't really got to deal with that weird fatigue that comes from my job. And yeah, man, now it's just going to be some shadow boxing, still do my runs, some pad work, just work on my footwork, and just really just get my brain there so, I can stay on the, just stay in my mode. Probably, do some light sparring rounds with my brother. Connor doesn't want us to go hard sparring much, and either way I did my research and it said it's probably not a good idea anyway, so that way we don't sustain any injuries and get there 100%. So it's gonna do some flow sparring and probably just like a mile or two run at a light pace. It don't gotta be anything under 8 minutes, because I was always trying to push for 7 and 6 or anything lower than 7 or, stuff like that. But yeah, man, I hope this documentary has been really good for you guys, or at least a little bit entertaining or somewhat, I don't know, I guess like, just making you guys feel how I feel while watching this and hearing my thoughts and stuff like that. I feel like this might be a little too long and it's just me talking like really bland and stuff. But the end of this is gonna be dope because you guys get to see the fight and you guys get to see my reaction, the family's reaction, and my thoughts afterwards, and just where I'm at mentally, man. But even then, it don't even matter because right now I already feel amazing and I could not be more proud of myself and thankful to God. God's been helping me throughout this whole thing. I done rolled my ankle. It's a lot of stuff that happened, man. And no matter what, I told myself not to give up. We're not pulling out. We're not doing nothing. We're doing whatever we can to stay right there, fight shape. Now I just gotta eat good. Make sure I'm not eating no bullshit, I honestly was still smoking, but one of my fighting homies told me to just stop smoking the last 2 weeks, and so I did that. So I'm like a week in without smoking. I'm getting a lot of REM sleep, having a lot of crazy ass dreams, but I'm waking up like, whew, I'm lying. Today is my first day where I'm waking up like, whew, because every other day I was feeling a little weird. I was getting moody a little bit, but working out and everything helped me with the, like the other withdrawals of smoking weed. Because the last time I took a tolerance break, I was having trouble eating and stuff like that, but working out and everything kind of like assisted with that. So I didn't get to deal with that, which is amazing. That probably would have got in the way of my training and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I'll see you guys next week on Fight Week.
Made it. I'm feeling really good. Still got 3 hours till we eat. I should have put Aaron on this part of the vlog. He got me on his vlog, but I'm just gonna record him weighing up and facing off his opponent. He got me as well. Probably gonna be a portrait video, but fuck it, anything works. But yeah, man, feeling good. I'm not nervous yet. That's probably not gonna hit till I get to weigh-in or maybe tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just vibing. I just can't wait to eat. I'm probably gonna come back to the bistro and make sure I eat some good proteins or something, whatever they got that's healthy. But let's go. Yeah, another thing, I probably should have recorded us on the way here and shit, but you know what? I'm just so focused and dialed in. I'm just trying to live the moment and really just take it all in. I really don't even know what to record or what to say, but.
Great, he's gonna face off. What? Oh, I thought he weighed in. Oh.
140.
All right, let's redo that then, so I don't. You switch your stance for me, buddy. Thank you. Perfect. Thanks.
Alright, so I got a weird angle. Hey, yeah, man, I'm feeling good. Ram was good. I weighed in at 140, which is kind of weird because just an hour before that, not even an hour, like 30 minutes before weigh-in, I actually weighed in at 143. So that was kind of weird. But yeah, it was cool. My opponent is pretty cool. You know, I went up for the handshake and showed respect as well. I can already tell you it was cool though. I said that earlier when I was reviewing his fight on April 10th. But I feel good, man. I got to grub on some food, eating like a motherfucker, drinking like a motherfucker, some water. I was hydrating as soon as I got into the car with my homie here. I brought my mic and stuff. I just didn't bring the aux cord that goes from the signal to my camera. So yeah, my audio's probably shitty right now. Mad as fuck about that. But oh yeah, man, it's an amazing experience. I'm really happy. I appreciate everybody that got working with me, that helped me out, like my grandmother, my mom with the food, make sure I was well fed this for fight week, and you know, eating just high proteins, and not too much either. And yeah, man, I feel great, man. I'm not really feeling any fight nerves. I kind of did in the weigh-ins, just being around all the fighters and shit, but then it started fading away because like I'm always around fighters anyway, and all that shit ain't really nothing for real. So I was like, I'm stop being a bitch. I wasn't even being a bitch, so I just felt like a little something, but it's not really fight nerves, like me being nervous or scared. Yeah, man, I'm just excited about tomorrow. Cannot wait to see how this all goes. I'm just relaxing. I'm not gonna think about it too much. I already watched his film a lot, so I know what I'm gonna do. Let God play it out the way it's meant to be played out, you know? I actually have a reel where I spoke on that on my Instagram and my TikTok. So it's awesome to look back at it and see that the words that I said really resonate with the future. It's exactly how I said it. But it's gonna be an amazing night. I'm gonna get this dub, bring the W back home. Got it. Love y'all.
Flores in the white, Hall in the black. Third man in, Brandon Medina.
I like the cut in Hall's shorts too. It really makes kicking a lot easier when it's restricted when it's tight at the hips. A lot of the shorts come now.
Caveman, I think you and I need to start a fight apparel company.
We should, for sure.
I got the connect, bro. Let's do it.
Definitely using a lateral step to cut Flores off. Flores just sometimes gets a little bit faster than him. Oh! But that's why you do it. Just like you were calling out, Brown.
And he's got him circling towards his power side.
That's going to happen again.
This is what David Hall does.
Now he's literally running away.
10 seconds left. Let's see if David Hall can keep this first round finish streak alive as he lands another kick.
He's not even breathing heavy. He's just stalking too.
To hold the center of that cage a little bit.
Oh, that was a good body shot. Oh, straight right.
Cracked him.
Again. Oh, wow. There he goes. That's what he should have been doing. Dave Hall nods and is like, I got something back for you, too. Oh, wow. That's it.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brandon Medina calls a stop to this fight in the third round at 42 seconds. For declaring your winner by knockout, David Hall!
All right, y'all, so I'm back home. I didn't really get to record too much after the fight. I kind of did want to pull out my camera and like record it, what was going on in the locker room, but it was just too much going on. Right as my homie Aaron was about to walk out for his fight, or preparing to walk out for his fight, I went out to go meet up with the family. Shout out to security because they did let me go up to the VIP interior and just sit with the family and shit. So I got to watch, and I'm not sure who was fighting, but it was a MMA fight. It was going pretty good. This white dude knew how to throw hands like Ilya Tuporia. That shit was crazy as hell. And it was just awesome just seeing everything go on live. And then this, my homie Aaron actually popped up. I'll probably include the videos that I did get to record on my phone of Aaron walking out. That was actually pretty cool. His opponent kicked him, accidentally like kneed him like in the middle of his head and like split him open. And as that happened, he like Aaron swept him and like tried to hammer fist him as he's on the ground. And it was hilarious because as we're in the back, we're telling him that like you swept him. And he's like, no, I didn't sweep him. And we're like, no, yeah, you did. And then you tried to hammer fist him afterwards. And he was like, no, I didn't. He's like, oh yeah, I must be concussed. I don't remember any of this. But yeah, it was a good experience. And yeah, I just had to put my phone down and actually just live it. So, basically they just didn't have any time to pull the camera out and add on to the documentary. As I was saying before I even left, I kind of wanted to do more with it just to be more interactive. As far as nerves go, I didn't feel nervous, which was weird. I was already worried about it. I've watched so many videos saying like if you don't feel like nerves, it could be a bad thing because like that's what really fuels you. And like I felt like I was like too relaxed. I remember walking out and seeing my opponent. He was getting himself ready, like smacking his chest, punching the wall hard as hell. At first I thought he was doing that to like scare me, which it wasn't scaring me. But then like as I'm walking out, I'm like, I need some type of amping as well. Like maybe that's what he's doing. He's like amping himself up, getting himself into that war mode. And that's when I was like, fuck, I'm relaxed as hell. So like, I hope this goes well. I feel like it was as soon as like I got up close to the cage and I started seeing everybody, I seen a couple of familiar faces. My chin did kind of like shake a little bit, but then after that, like I cleared my mind and I was good again. And then I was pretty calm the first 2 minutes until like I got kicked or something. I don't know what happened. My brain just went straight to like, not only was I like overthinking all my shots, because every time I did land something, I didn't follow up with what I knew to land. Like, I don't know, executing it was a whole different thing when somebody's actually trying to like, punch your head off and shit. And not only that, I don't know, maybe it could be other things too though, or even just like lack of experience in kickboxing. But yeah, after getting kicked or something like that, the only thing in my mind was to not get knocked out. I didn't want to be like his last opponent and get knocked out in the first round. And I wanted to like put on some type of fight, show some skill. One thing I did show was that, I got some hands, which is pretty good. That's why I'm proud of the first round. I didn't do too bad. I didn't look bad. And then around the second round, that's when like, just my fighting etiquette started going away. Or not etiquette, but like just like, my form and my movement started like, going against the cage. And then he was just setting me up for the roundhouse the whole time. I might do a review on the fight. I might add that onto this documentary. If I do, then just get straight to it. And if I don't, then I'm just probably gonna just conclude the video. It was an amazing experience nonetheless. I was happy after it. I was smiling. Even when they were checking on me, making sure my head was good, I was smiling. I told them I was good, and I was good. As soon as I got to the locker room though, my fucking leg was throbbing. I got like some bruises on the side of it. And then my head kind of started hurting a little bit too. I felt like throwing up a little bit, but I just had to calm down, work on my breathing. And then by the time my homie Aaron went out to go fight, I felt good. And yeah, that's when I went to go see the family and everything, which was awesome. And shout out to my homie Connor D'Amico as well from TKO. He was also added onto the card a little bit, like right before the event got locked in. And when he told me that he was fighting, I was like, oh shit. And I never got to even put that on the documentary. But yeah, he was added onto the card and he had an amazing performance as well. I heard he was just throwing shots back to back from the first round to the last round. It was just straight pressure, just going back and forth. Yeah, it was just crazy. I did get to see a clip and that was awesome, man. Shout out Connor D'Amico, God bless, man. That was amazing. Yeah, overall though, it was an amazing experience. Even just the training, as I always talked about on this documentary, I said it a lot of times. It was life-changing. I like the way, just seeing how the lifestyle goes. That's what I wanted to experience. I did say I want to do two amateur matches because of that. And you know what? I'm still gonna go look forward for that second match. I'm gonna give myself a little bit of time, but before I even like decide to really lock in a date though, I do want to make sure I'm used to that pace more so that I'm more comfortable thinking in real time and like really like being aware of what is there. Like, because a lot of the times I knew what was gonna be there, but as soon as I was in the moment, it's like I was like too cautious to even take the chance to, you know, like when I landed a check hook, I could have threw that right, but for some reason when I landed it, I just exited it because I was being too cautious of not getting knocked out in that first round. Or in the third round, at that point, I was trying to survive, to be honest. And I had landed it right. And just watching it pissed me off because I could have just, you know, just followed up with a nice-ass left hook. And I feel like that could have done some damage as well. Didn't throw it. And, yeah, I don't know. It was just different. It's funny because, like, now that I'm watching it, it's like damn. Like, and some of those shots, I knew I seen it. And some of those shots, too, I feel like I could have put more power behind it. It was more so like I was always like, let me see if it's right there. And I'll throw it and I'll land it and be like, oh, okay, it's there. And then when I actually wanted to set it up, it's like I didn't throw it out. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm making any sense. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody who did tune in, everybody who's watching this video and watched the full thing. You guys are amazing, actually, because I don't know, I suck at watching full videos. So if you got that much of a large attention span, that's amazing. But yeah, I appreciate everybody. Like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Comment whatever you guys want to comment. Yeah, just my experience. Thought it would be cool for you guys to check it out with me and to see how it goes, especially those locally know me. I know a lot of the homies like to see that in general, me posting my runs and everything, and them getting to see it firsthand. You know, inspire them to at least try to do something, like go on a run or something, because shit like that really does help, man. It helps the mind and just make you feel good, to be honest. Just change things up from the regular, you know. But yeah, God bless everybody.